3, 2, 1, boom.
Go.
So here we are. This is Tom,
Here we
our
are.
boy.
Yeah, so Salts is playing as Tom here, and the game is taking place in like 2230 or something.
Yeah, around that.
And Tom is like a shuttle pilot, and we are right now in the Toronto, which is like mining colony ship.
Exactly.
And the goal is gonna be to basically land the mining like the Toronto itself.
No,
on
we're
a
not flying the Toronto itself. We're just flying an exploratory vessel. We gotta
Right, yeah.
find a spot to land. That's our job as shuttle pilot. We would be accompanied by Inspector Beagle, the government inspector here on board, to make sure this capitalist mining corporation is not doing evil stuff. But he seems to have died last night. Very unfortunate. Instead, we're going to be bringing Rainer Hofstedt along, a scientist and also a government-assigned person. For now, though, let's put in a number with a scroll bar, because it's the future.
Best way to put to input the
Exactly.
code.
And let's go fast. So this game...
Yeah, so
Ooh,
yeah.
I missed one. This game
That's
partially
fine,
takes
like-
place in 3D, like you can see. These segments are very fast-paced. If you can't keep up, don't worry, that's pretty normal.
I can't keep up.
Let's be staring at this bolt for a while. There's a Roomba. Hello, Roomba. Hit that switch right there. We back out. Hello again, Roomba. Get through here. This corner.
I love Roombat.
They're so good. Flip another switch. There's a lot of nipping in this game if you're paying attention to the menu text. It's just, that's a sign of a good speed game. Ooh, way overshot that one. Let's go. And here we are in the comm room. This is where Inspector Beagle died last night. This huge explosion. We're gonna use our long hands. Look at this console. We find a gun. Pretty strange, because Beagle wasn't supposed to carry a gun. In fact, no civilian should be. And of course we want to keep the gun, so we're going to go back downstairs. If we just walked out the front door, the security forces will confiscate our guns. We're going to put it down here. Now we just got to do a bit of running around to get the gun from the other side. Walk through that chair for some reason. Here's the security guards. And they search us. They don't care that we're carrying bullets, but I promise they will catch us. Get a gun.
Salscorn mentioned like long hands, and what he meant by that is, so the way you can interact with stuff in this game is based on a certain range, like of squares around the character Salts is controlling. But that range is like normally fixed and generally fairly short. So by taking advantage of how the camera works in this game, Salts will be able to like reach further than what he's supposed to, allowing him to pick stuff that he would normally not be able to, just like the gun he got earlier.
Exactly. All of that applies to the 2D segments, so once we're out of here, we can back this up a bit with, you know, some visuals. It's gonna be pretty easy to spot once you know what to look for. I'm gonna be using that pretty much throughout the run, just because it's easier to do it rhythmically. So let me get out on the corridor here. I'm gonna be
it's not even only for items, but also for talking to people, I believe.
Exactly. In which case it would be long mouth. So right here, you can see that the character is kind of behind Tom. I'm gonna now release on my movement button and hold right mouse button. And you can see I can reach very far forward and not very far behind Tom. But if I release the right mouse button and then try again, I have this way smaller square, but I can reach farther behind now. So that's all that is.
Yeah. Great tech.
Not to talk to Rainer
Albion
here.
tech.
If you talk to Rainer at any point here on the Toronto, he gives you an extreme dialogue. It is absurdly long. Here's Beagle's room. We're just killing some time right now. We're gonna grab some bullets, because why not? Gonna be useful later. We're just gonna sit at the table here.
Nice and comfy.
Seeing people recognize Albion. Very happy about that. This is actually the game that like got me into sci-fi. So I'm I'm very happy to like be representing something I love like this. Reiner's with us here. He just wants to dance. At any moment now. We're waiting a total of 30 seconds here. There we go. Let's go on the shuttle launch. Here's Captain Brand and the ship's AI Ned too. They're seeing us off here in our flight. We gotta make sure this planet we're trying to land on here is truly a lifeless desert. Except
I'm sure it is.
I mean, we can already see it has clouds, so there has to be water on it. So something is already wrong here. And turns out the shuttle isn't okay either. It's got a bunch of explosions. And now we're on the planet. We did it. And it turns out, not a desert planet at all. It's actually full of life. So, something went wrong here. The sensor data is completely wrong. Of course, the shuttle floats because it has to, because it's a video game. And for the very final time in the game, Tom has this dream. It's completely irrelevant after this point. No idea what's going on here. And of course, at the end of the dream, it's the SideQuest logo because it's so good!
I love the SideQuest logo.
Yeah, dude, it's so beautiful. So,
look at it.
To actually explain, this game has two scenes that are not quite fit for the RPG Limit Break stream, so I'm going to be cutting away the game during them. And this was the first of them. So we're now meeting the Iskai, these furry humanoids over here. And they saved our life. Very nice of them. So this planet is not only not a desert planet, but it actually has sentient life on it. The mysteries are piling up one after the other. It's now been around 2 months that we've been out, both in unconsciousness and getting nursed back to health. Don't talk to me. Let me manip the door. And yeah, we're kind of just lost right now. We're gonna have to see what happened to the Toronto, because obviously we couldn't confirm with them that they could land anywhere. So we gotta see if we can find a way to contact them. First of all, though, we're gonna go talk to the elder of this clan here. This is the Southwind clan of hunters. And naturally, because they did such a good job of nursing us back to health, except for these points that we're missing, we're gonna be as rude to them as we possibly can. Because that's how you thank people for saving your life. And there we go. Get kicked out of the building, get this checkpoint real quick, and now we're gonna get teleported to the Sebaina of the city of Jirinar. The Sebaina is effectively like the chieftain, the builder, the elder, the mayor, whatever you want to call it. She scolds us a bit and gives us some cash, and now run away. She also gives us a bit of a story trigger. In 2 days, we're going to have a bit of a festival for reasons unrelated to our arrival, and after that we're going to be sent on a journey. We're just going to wait 2 days. And because the Iska can't count, we're going to wait another 12 hours. And now we're going to do some stuff. First we get that checkpoint, and now we do some shopping. Gotta get over here, into the shop. We're going to pay 0 gold pieces for all this trash. So the game asks you for 45, but because we don't have 45, it just takes 0. It's very friendly. And then we're going to use our long hands to steal this rope. And yeah, actually buy some stuff. We've stolen a bunch. I feel a little guilty, so let's buy some trash. Some torches, a pickaxe, a lockpick. Sure, that sounds good. That's stuff you need for adventuring, I think. And then we just wait around. There we go. Here's the old festival. All these important people all together. This is Akir, head of the GFUD Guild of Magicians. And here's some dude, and he's got a bolt thrower, and there goes Akir. Oh,
Dude was playing some darts, killed someone.
that's some aggressive darts, yeah. So there's a lot of lore here about like Iskai culture and laws and stuff. TLDR, we are partially held accountable for this murder because we're closest of kin to this human, because we are also human. So we're gonna be joined by Drer here to find the murderer. First of all, we're gonna head to Frill, because Frill has lore for us. There he is, that's Frill. Alright, thanks. We're gonna go search
Thanks
the city
for the
streets.
lore.
And we did it! We found the murderer. He's in the Jikaz magician's home. That's an important distinction. The Jifad is the guild that just had its like head killed, and the Jikaz is the guild we're in right now. This is Sira. She is a member of this guild, and she's also the daughter of Akir. Obviously the now dead person. This here is Fasir, the head of this guild, and he's gonna lead us through this building to make sure there's no murderers hiding out here, because obviously he's not involved. Except, there's the murderer right there. And then, bam! Graphics destroyed. Flashbang! And he's gone. And terrible killer that he is, he took out a window on his way out. So, a lot of strange drama happening. No one's quite sure who's at fault here. Because obviously someone payloaded this assassin. Sira needs time to process all of this. And we're on our own now. Time to find the killer. We're gonna be told that he's no longer in the city, so first thing we're gonna do is leave the city. Get around here, press tab for the auto map, over here and out. I'm gonna switch to Renner as our leader, and we're off.
A cool thing Saltz was doing there in the town when he opened the map is that he was able to teleport to like waypoints, making like traveling through town much quicker.
Yeah, most of the waypoints you have to physically walk into to unlock them. There's gonna be one town in particular later on where there's just a couple of them unlocked already for no explicit reason. Should I go under this rock because it's solid? In this 2D segment, all I'm really doing is like remembering strange geometry, like this rock being solid over this tree. That this is Murder Bridge, but we get no murder today. Under this tree, we run into this Grondir, and I should have saved here, so I'm going to combat glitch and save. My save game name is Lameo. it's completely irrelevant. I missed. That's why I saved. We can afford one miss. That's fine. But if you get two, then Drer's probably Grondir food. Nope, he's dead. Alright, take this meat, because we need it in a moment here, and then we leave this other thing behind. Alright, let's save, because generally 3 transitions in this game have a chance of crashing. Gonna press F1 now. Use a torch, and I'm gonna get Tom to the back row to make sure he doesn't get annihilated in here. And now we're gonna explore another dungeon. Here's BJW. BJW makes that noise and then he leaves us alone. That's all he does. Very friendly guy.
Hello, Hello BJW.
Ran into some screens here. This is the worst dungeon to walk through, honestly, and in my opinion also to watch. There's a lot of strange pillars on walls, and most of them are solid. We're gonna manip this person here. So it starts moving. I'm gonna run through here, get through these things, and run into this light pillar. This is the speed pillar. It increases everyone's speed stat by a very tiny amount. It's gonna be enough for Drer to be able to run from encounters very, very late in the game. Because Drer is actually just absurdly fast as a character. Get around here. Hello there, some more screens, and I'm gonna look at the floor. Because coming up is the murder mouse segment. See these mouths?
Please
When they're open...
remember to save.
Right. I'm just gonna casually stroll around here. Hello there. Yeah, after the next one, I know.
Yeah.
Gonna get... Of course, parties, enemy parties, don't get eaten. It's very rude. There's also these spinny murder mouse. These are nicer. They don't devour your entire party. They only take one member. And that's Reiner. There he goes. Okay. nosediving at the end of this. I'm gonna look back up because it's easier to watch. And now we enter the flesh plant part of this dungeon. We're nearing the end here. Get around here. There we go. Face that way, and I'm gonna save. I don't want to run into those flame pillars. They heal your party. As absurd as that sounds. I'm gonna touch this thing from far away, and then I'm gonna shoot it. Tom is now intoxicated. He's going to be intoxicated for the rest of the run. And he hit a shot. Nice. And now we kill the building. I'm gonna interact with that corpse you can't see to grab this dagger. I'm gonna move forward a bit and interact with this trash to grab this bolt thrower. Okay. And now we just back out of the building. The way out is a lot easier because the building's dead. This despawns all the encounters, closes all the murder mouths, stuff like that. It's very nice, and I just need to find my way through all these terrible pillars. We're here. There we go. Come on. Around here. Here it is. Here, this used to be the rainbow mushroom room. Here was the first skin we encountered before, and we're coming up right here on the former home of the BJWs. They're now all dead. I'm sorry, BJW. Alright, I'm gonna switch to Dur. Once again, we pass Murder Bridge. No murder today! Wow, okay. So, if you're wondering why that bridge is Murder Bridge, don't worry. It doesn't matter today. I'm gonna switch back to Tom, because Tom has all our stuff.
It's a bridge that murders people.
Exactly.
Sometimes.
On a more serious note, though, every step on that bridge has a chance to trigger a trap that damages whatever party member is currently leading the party. And if Tom had gotten hit twice from the murder bridge, he would die. I think even one high damage roll would kill him. Very terrible stuff. Alright, let's save here. This is a transition that tends to cause very funny crashes. So today we don't have a minimap. That was the error, dude. Oh, I'm glad that happened. I'm gonna use our long hands to steal this thing and also that thing. Oh, oops, there we go. And then we're not gonna sell to this person. Yes, there is an automap. We're gonna get... That was the last dude in the city. Gonna ask this person about wares. Gonna sell to this person because they give us slightly better prices. And now all this trash we got for free, that we definitely didn't steal, don't worry. We're gonna sell all of this. Gonna end up with about 1,000 gold. That's gonna finance the first half of the run. And this bolt thrower. Alright, we can't sell that dagger, that's a story item that we're about to use. We're gonna make our way over to the GFUD guild building. Right here. Go around this woman, because she wants to like show you around the building, and that takes a lot of time. Although you can just say no to her, but why even talk to her? Get around here, through this door. And now we're looking for Bradier. He's somewhere. He's chilling right there. Hello, Bradier. What do you know about your dagger? Well, he attacks us, so we run away. Okay, we beat him up. He is so injured from us running away that we have to take him to a healer. And then we bring him before the Sebaina. And finally, we can clear up this murder. It turns out Akir ordered his own assassination. Reason being, for one, a feud he had with Fasir, which is the guild leader of the GKAS, and then also because his daughter, you know, the daughter of the GFUD guild leader, joined the GKAS guild. He was very unhappy with that, so he ordered his own assassination to get her to join his guild instead. She's not very happy with all of this, so she joins our party and we get to leave. Yo, hello Sebaina. We're ready to leave. We've learned everything about Isekai culture. So let's go! And that's... we say good... blah, blah, blah. With that, we say goodbye to Nakiridani. And this is in fact the longest boat ride in the game. I have some time to actually read chat. See a bunch of people recognizing the game. Very, very happy about that. Really old game, not terribly well known outside of Germany, so... nice to see some recognition there. Any day now, I'm gonna reach the border of the map. There
Do you know about how much time like passes when you're traveling with the ship?
I have no idea.
It doesn't say it.
I think it just says like several days or something like that. I don't know.
Okay.
So here we are on Gratogel. Reiner immediately recognizes that these huts are of Celtic design, which is, of course, very strange. It seems there's already humans living on Albion, even though we traveled at like faster than light speed for like several years to get here. These dudes are just chilling. Very strange. Spoilers, we're not gonna learn anything about the Toronto here, so we're going to just immediately try to move on. And in order to do that, we need permission from the chieftain of the village we just walked through. But he just wants a strength amulet, so we just go get that. I'm gonna be walking over to the druids. Here we are already. I'm gonna save here because this cutscene has a funny crash that I really don't want to happen. Hello, insect. These are the druids. They have good music. Alright, so we're allowed to go underground. We're gonna meet Nemos here, the head of the druids. There he is, and he tells us that the druids came here 2,000 years ago. They were led through a gate of fog by the goddess Danu. Effectively, these are the Celts that lived on modern-day Great Britain, which is kind of strange if you think about it, because the Celtic name for England was Albion, so effectively they traveled from Albion to Albion? It's kind of strange. Anyway, we're now joined by Malthus. Malthus is the foster son of Barrow, who we have to find here. He is also deaf and dumb. Which, as far as I understood, just means he's mute. He's not actually dumb. After this guy, we need some scrolls. Because we just got a bunch of money. So we're going to buy all these Demon Exodus scrolls and all of these Banish Demons scrolls. And now we're ready for the dungeon. Here it is. So now we're introduced to the concept of buckets to carry water, but I've been to school and I learned that there's a really nice container for water, and it's the human body. And we have a lot of those. We even have some like Iskai, throw them into the mix. There we go. One more. Alright. Cool. So now only Sierra is alive. We do this for two reasons. The first is that it's simply easier to manage. If we get into encounters, we have to run with every character that is alive, which of course is going to be a lot easier if there's only one alive. And also, Sierra needs to hit level 12 by the end of the game. He's going to need all the experience we can get. The XP route is very, very, very tight. Alright, save here, because once again, 3D. Let's go. F1, torch up. I'm going to pass all this trash to Sierra. Gonna need a lot of it in this dungeon. See, there's a switch right here. I'm stuck in a wall. Walls sometimes just like grabbing you for no particular reason. Get around here. So these flames murder you if you touch them, so we try not to. Okay. It's a lot of damage boosting. There's about to be some more if I get off this wall. Get around these guys, around here, and into the flame. Hello there. Gonna open this door, and then we're gonna pull these warniacs back around these corners. Encounters like this actually have a physical hitbox, and we need to rotate this so we can squeeze around like that. Alright. Let's do the worst floor in the dungeon. Well, the first of two, at least. So I'm gonna have to stab on the switch 8 times, and the first 4 times we're gonna get these flames that just walk in completely random directions. And if they run into me, well, lights out.
He dies. Yeah.
5, 6, 7, 8. Now we just need to make it to that far corner there. Can I squeeze around here? Alright, we did it. Whew!
Nice. First try.
Get around here. Manip these bars. You actually need to be like on the correct pixels when you're manipulating stuff in 3D. It's very non-lenient. Manip this chest. On the other hand, it does mean you can like click past enemies, fights, and stuff. It's something you have to pay great attention to. With this newfound key, we can get up here, get through these doors, pay attention to the fireball, because dying to this is embarrassing. It's even more embarrassing to die to these fireballs, so I'm gonna save here. Let's go. Alright. Through this door, minute this, minute that, get back out, around here. Bit of a loop, flames behind us. And now we are facing our first animal. This is an animal. Animals are demons. That's just a true statement. We use Banish Demon on the front row here. So the way that the animal AI works is very, very simple. They only have a melee attack, so they will always try to move up to a character so they can attack them. And they're always faster than Siraj, so casting this on the front row means we can get them. Very, very nice farm. We also just released a bunch of these. Here's some animal 3s. These are too red for us to banish, so we don't do that. I gotta farm a bunch of animals in this room. Specifically 4 of them, so I'm just gonna wait for these encounters to time out. We released 4 of these pillars with like these 2 encounters in it. Each of them has 1 encounter I can farm and 1 I cannot, so I need to pull them apart and see which encounter is which. So I'm getting terrible luck here. That's nice. But now I know. That's the puzzle gun. This guy right here is going to be something I can farm. Banish Demons, front row. Let's go. Let's back up into this encounter. Oh, okay, this is a nice one. These 2 are right on top of each other, so it would be a pain to try and pull them apart. I'm gonna get into another encounter here, because winning at combat doesn't get you iframes. Really? You stacked? I think it should be this one. No, it's not. Alright, let's get him on here. Let's hope I can actually hit this guy. Sometimes the hitboxes don't play very nicely. Alright. I should hit level 8 here. And that should be my notification that I'm ready to go. Yep, let's back out, get around here. Continuing on to the next floor. Next floor is the Idiot Shack. If you're an idiot, you run into this fireball. That one right there. Instead, you have to stay calm. Alright. Saving twice right after each other. This is the tightest cycle in the game. It always looks easy when I make it first try, but it scares me every time. See, switch there, get closer. Okay. And then there's another flame up ahead, so I'm going to press F4, and then I'm going to use a potion on Syrah, so that she has enough health to tank this flame. There we go. More pickaxe. Come on. More pickaxe. Switch right here. Back out just a little bit. I'm stuck in walls. Here, through this door. Hit that glitch. Okay. This is the second bad room in this dungeon. We're going to need to encounter exactly 1 enemy with a, like, strangely tiny hitbox. It's just... It's those spheres right there. This actually is looking like an amazing setup. I might be able to just get this first try. There we go. Okay, I'm going to do the combat save glitch by pressing escape and saving. It's a very difficult glitch. I should also heal up. I should have done it before saving, but whatever. Let's just get this first try, alright? We're going to use Banish Demons, or Demon Exodus specifically, and hope they don't do this. If they cast Boasting, Syrah's turn is interrupted, and she tries to start running away, which obviously results in us not being able to do anything. So we get to reload. And then the game continues for 1 frame, we get the same encounter, and try again! There we go. They give us 3 movements. Movement is the fastest animation they can give us, so... Second try is very respectable. In fact, I would say it's actually like super good energy. They can just not do this for like 10 times if they don't want to, because you need all 3 of them to cooperate. I'm gonna fall in a hole here, then use the rope to get out on the other side. It's a nice movement puzzle. And now these blue stays we just got, we're gonna use on these blue walls, but not that one. That's a trap. There we go, and now we have 1 more floor left, and 1 more enemy to farm. Oh, my torch ran out. Interesting. It doesn't matter. We're right at the end of the dungeon. I'm just going to jam myself in this corner. You can see the door right there, but I need to farm these spheres. So these spheres no longer pose a threat. There we go, they casted Boasting again, but Syrah getting level 9 off of the last fight causes her to be resistant to Boasting now. I'm gonna quickly turn around and right-click that. When you're holding down right mouse button, the game pauses completely, so enemies can't encounter you or anything like that. And we now did it. We found Barrow. And we don't have to backtrack out of the dungeon. We just take him out. And of course, in exchange for saving him, we are given the strength amulet. I'm stuck on this wall. And now we're just gonna make our way back to the chieftain. But before that, as I'm getting out here, we need to rest. I need to cut away the game. Once again, there's some mature content that I can't show. You're not missing anything important. Melthus and Sierra fall in love here. Which, actually, hold on, that's important. Never mind. And then the party rests till dawn. There you go, nothing happened. But yeah, that's all there is to it. Oh, we got the music glitch. We're hearing the combat music right now for some reason instead of the overworld music. I don't know why this happens. It just happens sometimes. It makes this walk strangely dramatic.
So whenever you're in this like world map, you have to constantly optimize your movement, and it's like GoldenEye 64, the streets, and he's constantly on the perfect line.
Yeah, exactly. It's all perfect lines. So here's Tharnos. Give him the amulet, he gives us permission, and now we can go. We're gonna head on over left here. See what the fisherman is up to. Depending on time of day, this guy can be in a different place. Oh, he's just arriving. There he is. Hello there. We're ready to go. And we have the passage and some dash. Let's go. This game is like very, very solid. If you want to try this game out, it's up on Good Old Games. They released like a full version with like a DOSBox already set up and everything. We are. Very straightforward, right? And we have made our way to the continent of Miney. We've arrived in the port city of Bellovino, and first thing we gotta do is get a new party member, because there's like an empty slot here. I don't want that to be. Take this hot diagonal through there. You can only pass that hole if you go on a diagonal. Kunag is running away from us. What do you know about important? Look like a scholar of magic. Could use someone like you? And we don't want to know your backstory. Alright. Minor spoilers as far as backstory, he's an ex-assassin. You know those guys that murdered Akir on the first island? That guy was a member of the Kengit Camelos, which is an assassin cult following the war god Camelos. And they're just assassins from hire, very nice people. And Kunag is an ex-member of theirs. Now we're gonna make our way down here through the Council of Bellovino. The continent of Miney is very heavy on story triggers. There's gonna be a lot of tracking back and forth. We're looking for Blue Cape guy here. He's sitting away from us. Alright. Thanks, Blue Cape guy. You can see right there that NPC was aggressively sitting down. Something about the AI is just like, it just gets completely excited when it gets close to chairs. I don't know what's wrong with it.
Yeah, I think the general idea about NPC is that if they are enemies, they will run away from you, but otherwise they will more likely just chill, like not do anything.
They really just wander completely randomly, either way.
Oh, you lied to me?
What? I mean, if they're like encounters, then they run at you.
Oh, encounters. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. But like, NPCs that are like just morally bad, they just wander as randomly as anyone else.
I see.
We're making our way now to the mountain village of Konos. We have to introduce ourselves to their leader, their spiritual leader, Kontos. We also have to meet some like other dude, and we have a bit of a dungeon to explore. Kontos's Labyrinth.
This game has a lot of lore.
Mm-hmm.
You will see even more wall of text.
Okay, this is the hardest conversation in the game. Need an invitation. Nobody talks to us in that tone. That's not the point. You don't see the gravity. Political affair. There we go. Save, once again, 3D. F1. Torch up. Switch to Sierra. Let's go. This guy can actually see a little further in the dark, so if you're paying very close attention, you might notice that you can see a little further than you could way back on like Nakridani. But we have a lot of party members, and I don't like that. And we don't have a lot of party members. Problem solving. Oh, don't get in the secret wall. Okay. Ah, that's a glitch graphic. Don't worry about it. Get through this. Come here. Door. Get around here. Across this room. My nip. We're here. Hello there. We need to get close to get this chest. This lockpick is for this chest. We need this speed amulet. This eliminates a lot of RNG. Moving forward. This chest. That's the door. Whatever. There's a lot of doors here. That's... My god, what is wrong with those textures? I hope that the game doesn't crash at the next transition. That'd be... We're here to get this document piece. We're gonna give it to Tom. We'll make our way out. Where did you flip me? I think I can just continue on? Yeah, okay. Back upstairs. Okay, we're fine. We're back on the first floor. Where did I get stuck? Whatever. Now, instead of going right to get out of the dungeon, I missed the door. Where is it? What the heck? Here it is. I'm gonna take a left. And here's Kontos. Gonna use our long mouth to talk to him. Never mind, he's running away as far as he humanly can. That's how you can tell he's evil. But he's like busy and stuff, so I don't want to bother him. So just to alleviate some fears, this game is not normally this fast. You have an option to just walk slowly like a normal human being, but of course, I don't do that.
Of course, you're not normal.
Exactly. That's a barrel. Come here, Malthus. Is there a sequel called Albion? Unfortunately not. So now we should, yep, get a confirmation trigger here. So, to explain a bit about Insect, can you not? Alright. So to explain a bit about what's happening here, besides that insect blocking the vine, it seems there's a conflict brewing here. The Iskai and the humans on this continent are having some troubles between each other. Kontos is seemingly agitating the humans and getting them ready for a potential war. We're not even quite sure yet what the reason is, I think, but Kontos is just a bad dude in general, so. But now, in order to actually understand the situation, we're gonna make our way all the way north to the Iskai village of Sri Malinar. Exactly, we're here to go fast, not be normal. I'm gonna take a slightly suboptimal line here in order to drag this Warniak into this corner, so that I can walk around them. This is Warniak Bridge, because this Warniak guards it, but we just cheated it. Make sure the sprint doesn't run into me. This guy just runs sometimes. There's another one here. And here we are already. Hope you're enjoying these strengths, because you're gonna see them like 3 more times. Okay, get this checkpoint. Get around here. We need to hit this waypoint and get in here. Look for this guy. Rumors. Whatever. Now we go to the bar. Because of course, where do we go to get rumors if not the bartender? Hello there. We are interested and we have cash. Give us the rumors. Now Melthus is gonna pipe up. Well, write up, because he can't speak. He's mute and deaf. He writes up about going to talk to his friends back down in Konos. So we're gonna go do that. I wasn't kidding, there's a lot of tracking. At this point, if we paid attention to the rumors, we would hear that someone has supposedly been summoning demons at the Isekai shrine to their goddess. Don't load, safe, okay. And we're going to find out that that's Kontos, but for now the Isekai are just generally blaming the humans, and of course the humans are getting defensive. Yes, this is a DOS game. It does look really good for a DOS game. This game is like technologically super impressive. It's made with like so much charm too. Unfortunately, the sound balancing is kind of just very terrible, so all the music is really quiet. There's not really anything I can fix. And here we are. So there's also a side quest we could start here, which, hey, name of the marathon! But we're not going to do that. We're going to fail it immediately. Sorry, everyone. This woman right here would start it. And she's gone. Get out of the way! Okay, here we go. We've now been told that tensions are at their maximum here in this human village. People are all but ready for war. They're ready to march on the Isekai Shrine. But we have some triggers left to hit. The woman we talked to, or failed to talk to, would have informed us that there's an assassination plot ongoing. Yes, another one. Someone is looking to get rid of Blue Cape guy in the Bellovino Council, aka Harris. He's dead now, because we failed that quest. So we're gonna go meet his replacement. If we wanted to save Harris, we would have to talk to the woman, then go all the way south to Bellovino, and then go all the way back north to Konos, and then go all the way back south again just to talk to Harris again. It would just be a massive loss of time. Is Sarah the OP party member? In a way, it's hard to say OP. She has a like very, very stupid spell that we're getting that will like make the game entirely trivial. But only the parts of the game we're actually gonna play, so we're gonna get to that when we get to that. So once again, the Bellovino Council, and of course, once again, we have to go all the way to the bottom of it. We're looking for a red hair guy. There he is. Alright, cool. You met him. So, lore-wise, Harris would be a supporter of the Isekai or a sympathizer, so he wouldn't be a big fan of Kontos starting a war. However, red hair guy right there is an ally of Kontos, and he will convince the council to have Bellovino support Kontos. So of course, our goal here is stopping this war, because we're good people, mostly. The way we do that is by getting proof that Kontos is evil, and we already have half of that proof. Back on Kontos' Labyrinth, we found half of a document that ties him to both the murder plot and the demon summonings at the Isekai Shrine. We're missing the other half of the document now. And where would it be, except all the way back north in Sri Balinar? So that's where we're gonna go now. We can all enjoy the nighttime sights of Miney together. Or ask questions if you have any, like... It's a very relaxed part of the run. One thing I've noticed...
No, yeah, I was gonna ask, would you consider this game as your favorite DOS game?
I'm not experienced with many DOS games, so yes.
Okay.
But as I wanted to point out, these weird cliffs here that I'm walking past, they have terrible hitboxes. You can't see them because I'm paying very close attention to how I walk there, but They make zero sense, and if you're not paying attention, it's very easy to just run into a strange corner and get stuck there. And then you have to, like, back out, and it's just all sorts of terrible. Once again, we skip the Warniak toll. And here we are, it's 3 Malinar. Once more, saving. Okay, I forgot the in checkpoint. That's unfortunate. Let me just get around here. No, that's overshotting it. Here, okay. I didn't get it again. I have to get it on the way out now. I should have done that last time, but I forgot. Alright, hello there. Tell me about the evidence. And he just gives it to us. Very nice person. And I'm gonna quickly make sure to go forward. Point has been marked. Everything's fine. Now I'm gonna press F1, bring up Tom's inventory. We're gonna use this document and fuse it back together, because that's how paper works. And now finally, with proof in hand, we can make our way to the Sky Shrine. And coincidentally, it's about halfway between Sri Malinar and Konos, so we're going to be tracking a very similar way.
More perfect lines.
Oh yeah, that's a good time to mention it, because coming up is the longest diagonal in the video game.
I'm ready.
It's so good. Right here. And bam! I love this thing. It's so good. Cliff coming up, but no. Narrow dodge. Hell yeah. There's some Crondiers. Hey, there it is. He's just chilling. And there it ends. That's it. The longest diagonal. I love this thing so much. For no real reason. Anyway, we're coming up on the shrine now. And of course, like I said, there have been demons summoned at the shrine. And we have a bunch of scrolls, you know? We're banishing demons. Well, there you go. We also need a bunch of, like, all the XP at the shrine. So it's very convenient that Kontos did this. Also, because Kontos is such a nice person, he donated to us the speed amulet back in his dungeon. We merely had to give him a lockpick in exchange, which, you know, fair trade. It leads to Sierra being faster than all of these spheres, and removing, nice lag, removing all RNG from this grind. We're gonna be killing all but 2 encounters at the shrine here, and then we're done with leveling for the game. That's level 11. One more level. So there are 2 encounters here that we cannot farm, because they contain a bunch of enemies besides spheres. It's this guy right there, and then a guy in the top left corner here. That guy. I'm just gonna stand here and let these guys walk into me. And here we go, last one. This is gonna get us to level 12. Okay, now we're ready to beat the game. We get in here. Come on. There we go. The forces have gathered of the humans in the sky. That's the shrine in the background. We present the paper to them, and they realize Kontos has been evil all this time, and he flees in here to make his last stand, and I mean, he can stay there. I don't really care. Almost boasted. He's gonna run away anyway. Can you stop casting boasting? His turn was interrupted. Alright, he's dead. That doesn't matter. That's actually... It saves some text boxes, so that's nice. But yeah, Kontos is like a mage. He has like demon summoning and stuff. That sounds really scary. I don't want to fight that. I'm just gonna... Now we're gonna make our way back down south to Belovino. So many names in this game. Down there is an old acquaintance, Brill, from back on Nakiridani. He's waiting for us. And he tells us that he actually has some information to share regarding the Toronto, but Zira refuses to leave with Frill to get that information until we've cleared up the situation here, because she's now in love with the human, so she cares about the, like, Isekai-human relations. Insect, get off the vine. Okay. Almost there now. Gonna save one last time. You and Miney. Bam, bam, bam. Let's go. Teleport over here. Get around this building. Ooh, everyone's getting tired. That's okay. Well, that's what happens when you don't rest for a long time. Here's Frill. We're gonna let him run into us for now, because we need to get through this dialogue. And then we actually talk to him. We are ready to go. Let's go. And then Sierra and Melthus pipe up. They're like, yo, actually we want to stay behind, because we want to figure out the whole love situation and stuff, and we just need that rations and that key, and then we can leave the rest of their stuff. And off we go. And this is actually the coolest boat in the game. It goes backwards. Magical. Here we are.
Albion magic.
We've made our way to the secret Isle of Peace, home of the Enlightened Ones. The Enlightened Ones are a mixed group of scholars of humans and Isekai. They study the secrets of their shared goddess. The Isekai simply call her goddess, the humans call her Danu. The common name they have for them is, and I need to be careful here, Ani Mebona. Alright? Emphasis on the me. Ani Mebona. You can try typing it in chat. It looks rather inappropriate. It's Ani Mebona, okay? Just so we're clear. Why does Rancho Wilka have a sick face? He's intoxicated. He has been since the first continent, and he will be until the rest of the run. Here's Nemos, by the way. We met him back on Gratugal. And the two introduce us to the crew. Well, one thing I can mention, I guess, since I haven't done it before, the way that you skip text in this game is very nice. You hold a direction, and that's all you do. I'm literally just holding up right now, and the game plays itself. Oh yeah, here's Harriet. She's gonna accompany us now. The Enlightened Ones share with us that they have seen the Toronto over on the continent of Omajo. We're gonna head there. The Enlightened Ones have some doubts regarding what's happening here. They believe that potentially the Toronto was sent by Ani Mebona's evil brother, Ani Menkna. But, you know, we came with the same ship, so we're kind of hesitant to just accept that all our friends are evil. But we're gonna see what's up first. Here in Omajo, basically the only thing you're supposed to do is figure out how to navigate this mountain range and get to the southern end of it. Which, you can just go there. There's no big secret. Well, there's a secret, but there's not like a story trigger. But of course, if you just know the secret, you can just go there. This is the part that's pretty easy to figure out. You have to go behind this rock. But then here it gets a little crazier. This thing right here you have to squeeze through. Under the plant. Back over this thing, and then this here is actually a door. There you go. And I'm gonna save the game. And I'm gonna try to do this cave blind, because it's very, very short. And I mean, not completely blind, you know, I can see right in front of me. Okay. So I saw that encounter right in front of me, so I know I'm on the right track. The encounter order here is going to be one Rinri, then a bunch of Rinris, and then only one Rinri at the end. Here we go, this is the group, so I still saw them in front of me, still on the right track. So I might even be able to skip the last one. Like that, perfect. And we've made it. And the Toronto apparently has already spotted us. They're sending out a shuttle for us. Very nice people, if you ask me. We don't have to, like, walk all the rest of the way to their installation. Tom's like, yo, get on the shuttle! But there's no one on the shuttle, and then Gas fills the shuttle, and there goes Tom. I'm sure it's fine. And the party does absolutely literally nothing. Very heroically. Exactly. Toronto's like in Canada, and this year's Canada, I think, so should be fine. Tom, barely awake from this gas, is now dragged before the crew. He is Captain Brand, the ship's AI Ned, our old friend Joe, who we didn't talk to, and our girlfriend Christine. And Tom claims that the planet is full of life, but they claim in response that we are hallucinating. And they're actually not wrong, because Tom is intoxicated, and according to the manual, intoxication causes the character to hallucinate and be unable to do mental tasks, so them locking up Tom is like completely legit. It's very strange. And here we are, and I'm gonna take my hands off the keyboard, and now I can like stretch and stuff. Because we're just waiting here for 3 minutes for our friend Joe to bail us out of prison.
When are you skipping the wait? Time to find some skips.
I wouldn't know how. You'd have to like find a way to clip through this door, pretty much. Which, as far as I know, there's no clips in this game, so... We can walk around for a bit here. I can... By the way, you can move with the mouse, which... you know, why not? But if I were to, like, right-click and interact with anything, the game would be paused, so... That would be an active time loss. But for now, we can just... have a look around. It's not even, like... a bad cell. It's pretty comfy. You have, like, your own bathroom. There's no shower. It's unfortunate. But look at this, like, comfy mat. You have this weird long console thing. It's very huge, really. Have a nice table with like a cup and a pot on it. There's some things in the cupboard. No idea what that could be. We haven't have one light on. Go back to the door. I want to get out of here. Actually, what's in the next cell? I've never like looked over here. Oh damn! Look at this. They have like dishes and stuff. I want dishes in my prison cell. They have a like double-seater? I don't think we have that. No, we just have 2 single seats. This is unfair as heck.
You have the big bed though. Maybe they don't have that.
I think they have it. You can see like the console next to the bed all the way over there.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, you might be right. Yeah, breaks in speedruns is kind of nice. You can just stretch, get some water.
Exactly. 10 hours of mashing. Oh no. Oh, here we go. Here's Joe. Slowly walking over. He's not aware that this is a speedrun, so he's walking rather slowly. Freedom! But no, it's a cutscene. So Tom and Joe now discuss what happened and determine everything that happened at the beginning. Inspector Deagle's supposedly accidental death, as well as the shuttle crash, was actually all like instrumented by the captain of the ship, as well as the onboard AI. Most likely, the mining corporation that owns the Toronto was aware that there was life on this planet, but they're trying to actively keep everyone in the dark about it and destroy the biosphere, mine the planet dry, without anyone finding out.
Disgusting.
Mm-hmm. Well, so we gotta go stop him. Oh, hold on. Can I go in the cell? Yeah, let's have a look. No, yeah, they totally have a bed. Okay.
Nice. I appreciate you checking out.
Yeah, that's
It's very
important.
nice.
So, yeah, of course, the two of us are not gonna be able to stop all the armed security forces on our own, so for now we're just gonna try to get off the ship. And our best bet at doing that is going into the maintenance shafts and turning off the AI. Get some more scroll bar tech here. And now we actually get the full width of scroll bar tech because you can not only click the bar, you can also drag it to very different numbers. So we're going to drag it to 1764. I had it. There we go. Put down to 1712. And I'm going to save. This is my favorite 3D segment because there's basically no RNG. The walls are all like very nice. We manip this person because Roombas are people. And now we get pet Roombas for this dungeon. Look at him. There we go. Have to wait for this thing to be yellow back there. Hit this. This is a time switch. Gotta hit this one. Okay. We have a bit of a puzzle here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. There we go. Did it. Good job. And now we have one more time puzzle. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, and now left. Come on, left and right and left and right and left and right. Okay, nice. Through here into the semi-secret room. Then we gotta go all the way to the back and find this Roomba. Have this boy follow us around. This is the well-trained Roomba. There's a bunch of Roombas in some big room that we can all release, but they all walk randomly. They're just not trained yet. So we gotta get this one. He's stuck in a corner. Come on, come on. Yes, good, good. More corners. Come on, you can do it, boy. One more, one more. Alright, good job. You can see the other one just doing nothing. What a waste of life. Okay, we stand on the switch. Look at the door. There we go. And we just let the Roomba do all the work. One more number. This is another drag to 4, 3, 1, 3, and down to 2. There we go. And we're all but done now. Just gonna use our long hands to grab this console from very, very far away. There we go, we did it. But at the last moment, the AI discovers us. And they straight up admit here that they're pretty, like... They're pretty confident they can just destroy the planet with no one finding out. So... kind of strange. Of course, our last course of action now is to just make a run for it. We walk through a closed door here. There is clipping in this game. Anyway, we're in the hangar now. At the last moment, the AI in his android body finds us. He has a gun. We don't have a face, but we have a fireball. So everything's fine. The AI body works randomly here. Today it's trying to leave. Oh, okay. It's going back up. Oh, goodbye. Hi, we did it. Here's all our friends, still patiently waiting. And with our newfound information about the Toronto, we're gonna make our way back to the Isle of Peace. Now all the lads come together. We have to forge a plan to defeat this metal colossus, because all we have is like magic and some metal sticks. So we're gonna put the magic and the metal sticks together, and we're gonna forge a magical seed. We only need the metalworking knowledge and the high knowledge. That's all really, so that's all we're gonna do for the next while. We're also giving 1500 gold here in order to try to buy the high knowledge off of the King of Camelus, the assassin gold. Spoilers, but that's not gonna work out. We're gonna spend the money immediately. In fact, literally here. We're not even gonna leave the place before we spend the money. Get to enjoy a bit of the Isle of Peace music. Need to ask her about this spell scroll. Oh, I got hit by the typing limit. Okay, here we go. There's a speed limit on typing, so I have to make sure to type slowly enough. It's really, really strange. So we just bought 5 Goddesses Wrath Scrolls. Those aren't gonna be important until like 30 minutes from now, so we're gonna get to them when they're actually needed. Our first course of action, though, is going to be getting the metalworking knowledge rather than the high knowledge. The metalworking knowledge is held by the people of Umajo, specifically the town that we want to buy, Umajo Kenta. We go back. Once again, we wiggle at the end here, dodge some geometry. That was nice. And now we're actually going to go into this huge city instead of just walking by it. And coincidentally, after the best part of the round in my opinion, we get the pretty much objectively worst part. Let's go. First of all, we're gonna head to the Equipment Maker Guild here. We gotta watch out for the NPC that sometimes spawn here that wants to run into you and complain that you ran into him. Very nice person. Now we're looking for Merger. There he is. Hello, Merger. We need to ask Merger about his key, but Merger doesn't want to give us his key, so we gotta go talk to Zabeno. Make sure not to run into the chair or that pot. Okay. Through the door. Come on. There we go. Teleport over here. This is the one town I mentioned, like, way earlier, where for some reason we already have some quick teleport checkpoints. I have no idea why. This is the Ore Miners Guild, Zabeno. Oh, he's right here. How nice of him. We have to go from dialogue, and then we ask him about test persons, not peasants. Okay. We'll be prepared, and we will be careful. So he hands us the key. Okay, and he despawns. First things done. Next up is a little stealth segment here. Okay. So, the ore miners here, or rather, to preface it a little bit, Annie Mebona doesn't like it when you mine from her planet. She retaliates with, like, demons and plagues and all sorts of terrible stuff. So, basically, you can never mine in very large quantities. However, the Ore Miner Guild right here have figured out a ritual to appease Annie Mebona. And they're using this knowledge to drive up the metal prices, since they pretty much have a monopoly. The equipment makers are very unhappy about this, because of course they're relying on those prices, and so they're trying to reverse engineer this ritual. And they're almost done, they just need the final word of the ceremony, which we're infiltrating right now. As soon as this guy right here... Right... here... Any day now. There he is! As soon as that guy sits down... We're gonna learn the word. And I have to make sure not to go here. If you go too early, you get the wrong word. You have to wait for this cutscene to start on its own. We get Umajo Danu. That's it. Okay. Chad, tell me about the shop glitch.
Yes, so now Saltcorn is gonna buy something, and he's gonna do a glitch for that. So the way it's gonna work is Salt is gonna give all his money to Drur, and then he will give 0.1 gold to everyone else, and then he will proceed to buy what he needs, which is the luck chain. And the way the game works when it comes to buying stuff is it will divide the price of the item by the amount of party members that have any gold. So if anyone can't pay their respective part, they will just pay what they have with what they have, which in this case is 0.1 gold, and the remainder is forgotten by the game. So it's very nice. For this setup of 4 characters, Saltcorn is essentially paying 1/4 of the price, plus 0.3 gold, basically. And I hope he actually equipped the luck chain.
Yeah, I did.
You did? Very nice.
I have to ask this man about Kosoto. Okay. There we go. We've now hit all the story triggers we need to get the metalworking knowledge. We have the key to the Equipment Maker Workshop. We have something to trade with, because Kosoto is going to give it for free. And then we have permission from the Elder to actually ask for it. We're going to wait 19 hours in front of this dungeon. The bad NPC spawned here. Don't let him run into us. And now we get the worst dungeon in the entire video game. This dungeon is just terrible. It has this music that you're hearing right now, this just do, that's the entire song. It goes on for 2 minutes, and then it loops. We're gonna hear it like 15 billion times or something. This dungeon is nothing but like long corridors, and that's actually it. Long corridors. That's the occasional puzzle that we have to do. There's a bunch of glitches. There's some very, very bad glitches that can just ruin my life. But there's also...
Anger alert.
Anger alert. There's also one of the few sequence breaks in this game, actually. It's kind of strange. You're supposed to get a hammer to knock down some spikes, like this line of spikes along the wall, but instead we're going to use our very, very long hands to just skip that. Gotta wait here. Let this warning come down. And again, if you weren't here before at the start of the game, long hands just means you can reach very, very far away by making use of how the camera scrolls when you're moving, because it actually like lags a bit behind the character. You just have to wait on this guy. Let me hold on. I grabbed the key, right? Yeah, I did. There's a lockpick in that chest, and I'm always scared to accidentally take the lockpick. So now that we made it to the bottom left corner of the dungeon, we gotta go all the way back to the start. Because it's a good dungeon. Elder Scrolls and Ultima, huh? The Ultima part is definitely something I felt as well, like playing the game. It really feels like this 2D stuff was influenced by Ultima. Here we are already. I'm gonna use this key on this door, and now I'm gonna save. This is the bad lever puzzle. So one of the levers I'm about to pull is going to blow up. Just that's part of the puzzle. If the wrong lever blows up, and I get bad luck, the puzzle will be unsolvable and I have to use that reset lever. Let's see. Okay, that's bad. Okay, that's perfect, actually. So the right lever is the one that very, very occasionally just decides to not function at all. In that case, you saw it flipped all 3 levers at once, but sometimes it can just decide no levers are flipped, and then nothing works anymore. Because you have to pull the right lever again, and then it's again gonna blow up, you're gonna take damage, and then it's not gonna work again, and it's just a never-ending cycle, so you would have to reset the puzzle. But in that case, that was actually perfect, because it saved me 1 lever pull. That puzzle sucks. I really, really hate it. Look, that is done. We're coming up now on the central room. It's not the central room for any big reason, it's just the central room, because it's in the center. There's a lot of warnings here. These warnings are all bugged, and hopefully I don't have to explain why. I'm gonna have to pass through the room.
Can you tell us why? I'm kidding.
Short version is they have like a missing dialogue component, and they don't correctly like apply iframes after combat. Anyway, I have to use recuperation here with Harriet. This heals the party, which is irrelevant. However, recuperation is a mini rest. You might have seen back on Miney that there was like a pop-up, everyone's getting tired, because this game has a tiredness system. The longer you wander without resting, the more tired your party gets. Eventually you start getting those pop-ups, which, you know, each waste time, and if you wait even longer, you start getting like bad status effects and stuff. It's a very, very bad affair. And casting recuperation right there lets us go through the dungeon without having to rest before or after it. Very convenient. You can't rest indefinitely either with that. Oh god, please leave me alone. Okay, so first leave me alone. I think this is right key? Yeah. If I touch any of these, bad things happen. Sometimes if they touch me, good things happen. I just oh boy, so that was one encounter. Okay! Okay.
Nice.
So they can encounter anywhere, if you run into them. You can encounter them anywhere between 0 and about like 12 times. So 1 is a pretty good roll. I'll take that. And now we have the longest walking segment. Well, second longest technically of this dungeon. We're just going on like a bunch of corners. We're making our way all the way diagonally through this dungeon. Over this torch, and then we stick right, because there's going to be pots in the middle here. And these two pots are completely solid. Now we're going to run into some scrints. Going to take a hot diagonal right here. Going to quickly grab this bucket and squeeze by them before they encounter me again. Perfect line. So, something I haven't really mentioned yet is there is a bit of like daytime manipulation happening throughout the run. Of course, like way back on Akuhidani, we waited 12 hours on top of 2 days, which of course doesn't affect like daytime. Then on Gradagal we had a rest, and then before this dungeon we waited exactly 19 hours. There's a couple of spots in this game that daytime matters. This is the most important one, because we have to hit a specific 3-hour window. Because we are coming up on the laziest lever in potentially all of gaming. Right here in this room. Just the golden key to get in here. This lever operates between the hours of 8 and 11 in the morning. If you get here at any other time, it's not there, like this. You can check the sign. Don't rest. It'll tell you 8 to 11 a.m. Usually this means I'm about like a couple minutes early. We're just gonna chill here. You know,
That's
resting
too
the
fast.
ball. Exactly. I seem to have been on like a really good pace though. Like, legitimately. It's really unlikely that I missed this window. But I have been getting like, there we go. Happy 8 a.m. So now we can move on. Will that bucket be used to clip for walls? No. This is not Skyrim. I'm very thankful for the like greedy rest pop-up there to just stop you from accidentally wasting like 6 or 8 hours or something. We would have missed that window and then we would have had to wait for a very long time. Now we just have to hit one
Actually,
more.
I remember your first playthrough where, like, I think you entered that room, and then the lever like disappeared just as you were about to click it or something.
Yeah, I walked in the room, I was like, why is there nothing in here? Then I looked at the sign, it said 8 to 11. I was like, what? And then the lever disappeared. And then I put like 2 and 2 together and my brain exploded. It was just the saddest thing of all time.
That's pretty good.
I'm gonna stick on the right here. There's gonna be an encounter way up here, and if I'm lucky I get to not fight it. It's random. Just depends on how the enemy's walking. Nice. And of course, wouldn't be a good dungeon without a 3D segment. Let's go. F1, torch shot. By the way, for anyone who's curious, I'm moving with primarily the arrow keys in pretty much every part of the game. So when I say like F1 or like tab or stuff, I'm reaching across the keyboard to hit those buttons. It's this game's a bit of an agility feat. By the way, note the sheer amount of fears here. If we had Sierra, this would be a great farming spot. Let's see. Oh, yo, dude, yo, I got the secret word. It's Umazu Danu. Nice. Okay, gotta yell across the room here. He throws the scroll back at us. For some reason, you can be like extremely far away from that NPC to talk to them. It's the only NPC in 3D like that. So now we have the metal making knowledge. Yo, what's up, boss crap? So happy you made it. Of course, you made it for the you made it for the best part too. The backtrack all the way out of this dungeon, and this is literally just going to be like 3 or 4 minutes of walking. have any donations.
Donations or questions?
Mm-hmm.
Go
That's
ahead.
completely fine.
I have a few actually, but I don't know if I want to ask them.
Is it those questions?
Yeah.
Oh man.
No, I'm kidding. I'm gonna ask them. Do you have any pet? Are you superstitious? What's the right tip?
You remember the tallest man you've seen in your life?
Does your computer ever seem to have a mind of its own?
Oh. Oh, I just lost some steps. Wasn't paying attention. Nice job. Let's kill some animals. We've killed a bunch of animals in this run, actually.
That's a good point.
Yeah. Coming up on the Buckborn egg room, but on the way out we could just hold diagonal down and everything's fine. Go between these torches. If you, like an idiot, go diagonally straight into those torches, you will lose steps because the walk correction that the game has will try to make you walk sideways first before up and down. So you would go over the torch instead of under it and lose steps, too, to be exact in that instance. It's little things like that you have to know to go super duper fast in Albion. We're almost done, I think. Yeah, this is the terrible lever puzzle. One of the levers has to blow. You know what? I can't think about it. It makes me upset. Finally, we're done. If we get the rude NPC spawn this time, we have to talk to him. There's no way around him. Well, there would be, but it would take a long time. And there he is. Hello there. Alright, cool. Talk to us twice. What the heck? Super rude. Okay, save, because again, 3D can trash, and I don't want to do this ever again in my life until next round. Get out and rest. Okay, I'm gonna select Harriet. We have to use the Goddess Amulet on this thing. I walked back and forth there because I missed long hands on the first try, by the way. And now we go to the north of Miney. Oh, blah, geometry. Blah, more. Get me out of here. Hello? Okay. Jeez. Wait, can I? Okay, I can. Sure. Discoloration here? No, never mind. I was smart about it. I thought about it for once. I might as well. What I was talking about there, or wanted to talk about, if you're forced to switch a party member, or your party leader rather, after escaping or ending a battle in any way, the game becomes discolored for exactly the one menu where you select the new leader. It's completely normal, completely safe. No idea why it happens, but, you know. This is the cliff of terrible geometry. I don't want to be anywhere near it. So, of course, we got Sierra all the way to level 12. She's our highest level party member, and we did that like half an hour ago or something. And we haven't actually made use of her yet. She immediately left the party, so I'm gonna go get her now, because, you know, I spent all that time. Let's go for these trees. This is the Warniak of Warniak Bridge. We're now in familiar territory, and once again we have cheated the Warniak. And here we are in Sri Malinar. Gonna port on over to the inn in here, talk to Syrah, join us please. We get Melthus as well, because you know, they're in love and stuff. They literally cannot be parted ever again at this point in the game. Gotta talk to this person, and the only... Please let me talk. Come on! There we go. The only reason I got Syrah to level 12 is so she can learn Thorn Snare. Literally the only reason. That spell is so broken that we can beat the rest of the game with it. It doesn't deal any damage, by the way. Now we're gonna go to the general store. Gonna talk to the shopkeeper here. We've done a lot of like stealing, so we're gonna actually buy stuff for once. Gonna buy all of her mana potions. I don't need all of these, but it's easier to menu, and then as backup, I'm just gonna buy a bunch of healing potions. Usually I forget about using them, or just don't even have to use them, so normally they're useless, but might as well be safe. And now we can leave. Ah, okay. All the people that played Albion as a kid coming out in full force. It was me as well. I love this game so much. I never got far as a kid, because when I first played this, I couldn't read. I couldn't figure out the combat at all.
I think I would be scared very much if I played this game as a kid.
Yeah, I totally was.
Some of the enemies look very scary. Like,
yeah.
If I were a kid, definitely.
In the 3D too, they walk like super into your face and they like spin you around from behind and stuff like that. It's really, really scary.
Yeah.
I have like distinct memories of being scared of that. But this like, it's such a like colorful planet, and you have this like cool spaceship at the beginning. It like just kept drawing me in. I just wanted to experience it again and again. And here we are. We're making our way east? Yeah, east now. Directions are hard. To the Kenget Kamalos fortress to get the high knowledge.
From kid to speedrunner, what have you done, Salts?
I don't know, man. I went to school and I came out a speedrunner. Those things
Same.
aren't related, but you know. Make sure to go under this plant. This here is not a hole. Might look empty, but it's completely solid. Here we are. Talk to this right person. We have come to make a deal. We have like 16 bucks left over from shopping, so we're gonna go ask this assassin cult for the most prized possessions. I think it's a good deal.
Yeah.
Here's some high-ranking dude. This isn't the most high-ranking dude, but it's a pretty high-ranking dude. It's like number 2 or 3. And, you know, we tell him we have 16 bucks for the high knowledge. And they tell us they're going to consider our offer. So, you know, it is a good offer. They even agree to it. Or, well, presumably they're going to. And while they consider, we get to just chill, explore their fortress and stuff, you know, hang out with guests here. Well, it turns out they're never gonna actually accept our offer. They're just gonna leave us to rot here. Of course, they're never gonna let us leave either, because I'm like, hey, we're still considering, even though, you know, they're totally not. Instead, we're gonna have to find our own way through this fortress. And the first step is going to be through here. Right up here is a secret corridor. In order to get into that corridor, we need to manipulate this flame bowl. In order to manipulate this flame bowl, this guy needs to leave his room.
I love this guy.
We're just gonna wait for him.
Can you tell us what he's doing?
I mean, right now he's just reading, I think.
Oh, okay.
You know, he's like a student of magic or something. Probably a difficult subject. Oh, I should mention, the reason we know about the secret corridor is because Kunak right here is of course an Can't Get Camelos member, so he knows his way around here from his youth days or something. Any day now, I think this guy wants to get up. He's been sitting for a while now. You know, you shouldn't sit for more than like a minute at a time. I think.
I should probably get up right now then.
Yeah. Here he is. He's gonna go look at the wall. Pretty good wall. Alright, enough of that. Ooh. I'm just sit back down. You know, that was probably just like a stretch break or something. Still working hard on his homework.
Back to studying.
What's this floatiest with him? Yes, this is completely random. No, it's not. It's not. It's a fixed cycle.
Maybe.
Oh, he's getting up again. Look at that. I think after watching the left wall, he also needs to check out the right wall, because this has like a yellow blick and stuff. Pretty good wall. But enough of that. It's time to go. Stand on the table. I don't know why he does this. He just walks on the table. Okay, but now he looks at the drapes. Okay, enough of that. Hard work of looking at stuff. Hard day even of looking at stuff. Time to sit down. Relax, you know? In fact, I should drink while I have the opportunity. There we go.
Hydrated.
That was a last second drink because he's now actually leaving. Once he's outside, we nip this, he despawns, and we get to go. This fern is solid, by the way. Here we are, the secret corridors underneath the Fort Envercon. It's been 2 seconds. There's a lot of guys here, so obviously we surrender. I don't think any of the games so far on this marathon have had a prison segment. And I mean, you gotta have a prison segment, right? It's an RPG. Thankfully, this prison comes with a switch for the door, just right there. Boop, just like that. Switch to door, go out. So here we are. We're now locked in this dungeon, the King of Camelot's fortress, and the only way out is to get to the very bottom. It's a long and treacherous journey, and of course, we're gonna start off by killing our party. Hero can flee. Don't you melee attack. Shoot bolt. So this guy's... Oh my god. This guy's bolt throwing animation is very fast. It's... Don't... Oh my god. 2 swords! What a nerd. His sword animation is way slower than the bolt shooting, so... That was terrible RNG. He not only used sword twice, but he moved twice. That's impeccable. Impeccably bad. Alright, so we just needed that key from that chest so we can open this. That was the wrong key. Which of these keys is it? Hold on. Oh, it's this one. Watch out for the fern. Go right. Okay. I think that's not actually a fern. I don't know what that kind of plant is called, but it's solid, so watching out for it. There's a hole in the wall here. You can just kind of go in and chill. There's nothing in there. I don't know why there's a hole. We're gonna take this diagonal and hope these magicians cooperate and let me through the door without an encounter, but not today. And let's get ready for the most difficult 3D segment. Also the longest, most dangerous, blah blah blah, everything. First off, of course, torch. And we're gonna prepare some stuff ahead of time. We're gonna pass scrolls over to Dur and Harriet. I'm gonna switch to Sarah and put back on the speed amulet because it got unequipped when she left the party. Now we get a little introduction to puzzles in this dungeon. One of them is chasing flames, like this. The next one is fireballs, which we've seen already. But, you know, fireballs go in a straight line. Very basic mechanics. There's a mage here. We're going to use those iframes to run through this big diagonal for this room, because there's a lot of scary stuff in there and I don't want to fight it, or even encounter it. And here we are, worst floor in the entire dungeon. Already, it's floor 2 by the way. I'm going to save here. So there's 9 flames here that are going to chase me, and I need to hit 12 switches in each of their presence. Okay. Oh, is one of the things stuck? No, it's not. Okay. Get closer. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, I'm right here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. One more. 1, 2, 3, 4. That was very... I'm just going to get out here. Okay. We're fine. So, if I'm stuck against something, if any of the flames would have hit me, Dur would have had a 55% chance of dodging their damage. That's because Dur currently has a 55 luck stat. 25 of that is his natural luck, and then let me get the pixel. Okay, 30 of that is the luck chain, and now we got Luke's helmet, and now Dur has 85 luck, which means every time we run into a flame, or a fireball, or a pit of lava, or anything equally dangerous, there's an 85% chance that Dur takes 0 damage. Which may sound absurd, and it is. I'm still saving here, because I'm scared of those fireballs. But before we actually get to make use of all this incredible luck, let me stand on the switch. There we go. We get to chill here. I swear this is a puzzle, standing still here. I'm not just chilling here because I want to. Yeah, the sound effects are very, very, very loud. I think that's it? Yeah, I think that should be the last one. We're here on the Beastmaster floor. Floor of the... Aww! I was too slow. Oh well. I was, Anyway, this is, the Beastmaster floor. Floor of the Beastmaster. Home of the beasts and their master, the Beastmaster. This is terrible pillar corridor. It has very many terrible pillars. Therefore, it is terrible pillar corridor, but through it now, and we're almost at the Beastmaster, the Master of Beasts. He's right here. Okay, let's... On menu, let me use those health potions to get Harriet back up, and then we can cast Recuperation with her to get the party back up, and now I feel ready to beat him. As a note, we're about level like 7 or something across the party. Our highest level is Sierra at 12. We're supposed to be in like the mid-30s. So we're very slightly under level. We're gonna use Goddess's Wrath scrolls now. These scrolls, or the spell Goddess's Wrath specifically, targets a random enemy. If the enemy is weak to Goddess's Wrath, they die, like this. By the way, he partially deflected Complete and Utter Annihilation. Don't ask me how that works. We have 5 tries to hit these 2 Magician 3s in front. And we Thornsnare the Beastmaster, and now... he can't act anymore. That's what Thornsnare does. It completely prevents an enemy from acting ever again. By the way, we have 2 more chances now to hit this guy on the right here. If we don't, we have to restart the fight. No way around it. We have no other way of killing him. It's not a cat, it's an Iskai, alright? He's like sentient and stuff. He casts Steal Life. Oh no! Not 4 HP. I think this is my last chance of hitting this. Okay. Do I have to reset now? Unfortunate. Let's try again. Again, we have 5 scrolls and we're trying to hit 2 people. It's, the odds are technically in our favor, but, you know, sometimes you get those bad moments. And of course we hit the guy first try now. Come on. Aww. Oh, don't tell me. Are we gonna do it again? Oh my god. Fire Rain, that's actually a little dangerous. Okay, that's fine. No one died. Hey, last one! So we needed all 5 scrolls to hit 2 people. That's classic Albion. Well, it's not. Actually, Albion is usually kinder than that. So for the rest of the fight, we're just gonna shoot this man with fireballs.
It's just classic marathon luck.
I guess, yeah. One thing of note here, I mentioned Thornsnare completely stops an enemy from acting. Just permanently, the moment it hits an enemy. Of course, we had Sierra cast the spell 3 times instead of just 1. This is because spells have a proficiency system. The more you use them, the better they get. They like lower their spell point cost, they raise their damage, their effectiveness and stuff like that. Casting Thornsnare 3 times in this fight is going to be enough for Sierra to be able to hit the next enemy we're gonna fight. It's a very completely absurd coincidence. And again, Sierra needed to be level 12 to learn the spell. Level has 0 effect on spell effectiveness, by the way. Well, it does in reverse. It has a chance. It depends, like... Hold on, words are impossible. It affects how well you resist spells, but it doesn't affect how well you cast spells. It's very strange. Anyway, we just needed that key, and now we can go back. Once again, through terrible pillar corridor. There's this guy here. He's very, very bad at killing the party, so I'm just gonna flee with everyone. Sometimes he manages to kill like 1 or 2 people. He stole Harriet's magic. Cool, okay. We lost an entire, like, spell point or 2. Oh no, what are we gonna do? Come on, go across here. And we use this big, beautiful key on this door. I'm gonna save again. Jur has 85 luck, which means something like a pit of lava, like this. He has an 85% chance of dodging. I'm still gonna play it safe for this part, but, you know, not too safe. There we go. That's fine. This is the real test. Clearing these murder walls would take a lot of effort, and like 2 or 3 minutes of like very difficult movement and like fighting and stuff. It's very, very hard. Instead, we're done now.
Nice. First try.
I even... Oh, let me alone. Okay. I even went for the no saves on the 4. It's always fun to get that first try. So that was effectively 4 85% in a row, which is not terrible odds, but very, very easy to fail too. Now we're gonna squeeze by some flames here. Nope. Getting another one. Alright, come on, let me through. Okay. Let's hit that. Haven't died yet. My torch went out. 1. So normally, I would now warn you guys in chat to, like, remove your ears, if possible, completely, because coming up is door hell. Door hell is a hell of doors, and very, 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 very loud. Instead, I'm going to be nice, and I'm going to turn down the volume. I'm gonna turn it down to like this number. I put it down last time and it was just too quiet and it just like creeped me out because I could hear my thoughts. It was weird. Here's door hell. You can tell this sounds like it's a normal sound effect. It's less than a quarter of the regular volume. So door hell is very, very special. Of course, we get to it twice too. So what's actually happening here is that every second or so, about a dozen doors or so at once. Wow, that was incredible luck! About a dozen doors at once decide whether they want to be open or closed for the next second. It's completely random, and every single door, regardless of whether or not let me turn the volume back up. Regardless of whether or not it opens or closes, it like changes state. It still makes a noise. So that's about like 12 or more door sounds clipping all over each other. It's very, very pain. Here's an invisible maze. Alright.
Nice song.
Thank you. Where's the switch? Okay, that's a good position. These Magician 3s can be in a pretty arbitrary spot. Today they're stuck behind a wall. Or are they? Okay, they are. Oh no, they're coming! Ooh! No, they're stuck. Okay, everything's fine. I'm standing on the switch right now. Okay, now I need to drag this guy right here around this corner to make sure he's not bothering me in the next room. And well, remember that thing about 85 luck? Yeah, it's very, very fun. Let's look at the floor. I need to see when this first switch turns off. I can see very steady this pixel blinking here. Let me save now. That's a person, by the way. Okay, that's one. I need to do another switch like this. This one right here. I think I'm on it. Let me go like slightly over. Okay. Save. I'm gonna know when the switch goes off because the door's gonna open. I think I'm not on it. Nope, I am. There you go. And now we have the final floor. The vision fixes itself, so we can see again instead of having to look at the floor. I'm gonna steal my eyes and make sure I can see the correct corridors here. Don't go that through here. There we go. Okay, very nice. And that's it already. I'm gonna take it right here. Oh no, the door closes. Oh no, flames. What are we gonna do? Oh no. Ah. And the floor collapses and everything's fine. Okay, here we are. We made it. Now we have a little bit of walking left to do. And then we're at the end of the dungeon. I have to go left here. Because only one of these two doors is real. This door, there, it's just not real. You can click on it, it's not real. It's, I don't know, it's really strange. That's a door, yes. One last encounter sometimes? Not today. And here you go, get this big statue. Okay, before I save, let me adjust combat positions, because I gotta get ready for the hardest fight in the entire video game. I feel ready now. You know what? No, I'm gonna be smart for once, and actually drink mana potions before the fight, because I might have to reset this. Let's do one more. You know what, we have a... Let's just drink it. Alright, yeah, it's fine. There you go, let's do the... Don't start a new game. Not yet. And here we are. The party gets revived of like 1 HP, which should be enough for the de facto final boss. And here we are, the bottom of the Kingit Commoners Fortress. This is the Queen, the leader. I don't know what his actual name is, but he's the Queen. He's actually pretty willing to just hand over the High Knowledge and like save the world and defeat the bad guys and stuff. Unfortunately, we came in with Kunag, and the game actually forces you into coming in with Kunag. Kunag is a traitor to the Kingit Camelos. He is the murderer of the previous Queen. However, he actually did so on this guy's orders, so he came here to get revenge without telling us, and we are dragged into this battle against Camelos himself. We're gonna advance the party to get right up in his grill, and his thorn snare him. Then we're gonna finally use our gun. We've had this for the last hour and a half. We shoot some more fireballs, and now I hope... Okay, we did it. We won the fight. So... Camelos either, on the first turn, either melee attacks a person, or he walks somewhere to try melee attack them, which he's not going to do because he already has 2 targets. Or he casts one of a bunch of spells that completely annihilates your entire party out of existence. Which, it turns out we can't deal with that. We kind of need to be alive to finish the battle, so... You know. Unfortunately, he chose to melee attack. Unfortunately for him. And so he was thorn snared, and now we know. He will never act again. Just thorn snare. Exactly. It's worth noting, even with the Sira wearing the speed amulet, which gives them like a very, very strong boost to speed, Sira is still slower than Camelos. He's an extremely fast enemy. For those curious, because you can't actually beat it because the animations are too fast, because of my combat settings, Tom is doing around the same amount of damage as a Fireball by Melthus, which is going to be anywhere between like 9 and 13 or something like that. Also, a nice little measure of our damage rolls in this run is going to be Tom's amount of ammo at the end of the fight. If he has any bullets left, it's pretty good RNG. If he runs out of ammo, that's bad. Sometimes it's even... we roll so low that he actually stops attacking because he just runs out of ammo. Another little thing, a like tiny optimization that you've seen me doing that I haven't like talked about. I'm keeping my cursor right here if I'm planning on opening a menu. That's because in order to use a hotkey to open an inventory, in this case F2 to open drawers because he's the second party member, your cursor has to be physically in the combat screen. If it's outside of the combat screen, like over here or something, if you're messing around, it just doesn't work. Oh, he's dead. Look at that. Get some levels here, completely irrelevant. We take the high knowledge, and we did it. The man's absolutely dead. A moment of silence here. They're very astonished. Now we make a bit of a deal here, because we kind of just killed their god, so they're really interested in getting revenge, but we're kind of just strangers that just walked in here, so they're gonna let us leave with the high knowledge, and in return, nobody mentions the truth of today. We're also gonna have Kunag leave the party, just because it's fun this party member to manage. to Harriet. And now we're on our way. Continue. Item, that thing. Enter the cave, and let's go forward. I'm gonna head on back to the Isle of Peace. There it is. We have both pieces of knowledge now, the metalworking knowledge and the high knowledge. So finally, we can forge our magical seed here. The lads get together, stand in a big circle. And there it is, the seed of Animebona. Thanks be to you, Animebona. And our final task is, of course, to get the seed to the Toronto and stop them from mining the planet dry. We could bring Joe, but we're not gonna. Also, very important, it's not just any old seed, it's the seed! In all caps. Very important. The one last time, we had to Majo. Wiggle at the end here? That's a terrible wiggle. I got stuck on something. Sorry for intruding your religion by killing your god. Yeah. It's unfortunate. You know, it happens. Sometimes you gotta forgive and forget. We're gonna be taking the same path here that we took before to get to the Toronto. Get around these mountains, down south of the mountain range, into the secret path right here. Nip that, and now we save the game. Oh, also. Germ has to go back. There we go. Now we're gonna do this blind once again. As before, I'm gonna be looking out for encounters right in front of me. There's one. That was slightly to my right, so I know where I was shifted. And I know I can just back out, go left, around. Looking for walls. Okay, we're about halfway through. This is the second encounter. This is the group of enemies. So I know I'm pretty much done. I just need to go left here, and then I can most likely squeeze by the last encounter. Ooh, I got stuck on it for a while. Okay, still worked out. Okay, here we are, on the Toronto. We snuck in through like a back door or something. Sierra is green here, and Ver's like sick. I don't know why, they're just discolored. This is a non-stealth segment, where we just walk like normal, and Tom keeps talking about how stealthy we're being. Haven't been discovered yet. That's right, Tom. Of course. Tom's contributing very well. Don't know alarm. That's right, Tom.
Can you believe Tom is hallucinating, supposedly, and he's trying to be stealth right now?
Yeah. He's still intoxicated. So, we got a documentary from Joe here, who stayed, of course, with the Enlightened Ones. We've now broadcasted the truth of the planet to everyone on the planet. I'm gonna save here. This combat is really difficult. I'm gonna load, and then the fight is over. So that's the combat save glitch. You do it by pressing escape. That's the entire glitch. So, don't know what you're doing? It's very easy.
Explain again?
You press escape. I know, it's hard. But, the game is lagging for some reason, what the heck. If you don't know what you're doing with a combat save glitch, it's very nice and easy to completely hardlog your save and make it unbeatable. So, we use it sparingly. Here's Roombas. Roombas are evil now, because of course the Toronto people are evil. They're also very slow, so I don't kill the party to them. Instead, we have a good old friend here, a wall of laser. And you know the drill. Jur has 85 luck. Yo, Harriet dodged. That's nice. That's a 15%. So Harriet dodging there is about the same chance as Jur not dodging. I'm gonna save here, because again, we could have brought Joe along to rip out these wires of ours, but what do you need an engineering degree for if you have 85 luck? Here's the Roomba army. It's a lot of Roombas. Squeeze room, come on. I just need to hit this and then get through. There we go. And now we get to the fun part of this dungeon. Look at that. There's 6 of these walls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh my god!
Let's go.
That's
We
incredible.
learned how to count to
I
to
didn't
6.
die at all the entire one. What the heck? Oh my god.
Oh, you're right.
That's absolutely a first. So here's a net. He has machine guns and stuff. I don't want to fight him. What the heck? That's impossible RNG. What in the world? Okay. One more puzzle here. This puzzle is actually hard. 1, 2, 3. Meh. Ugh, I hope I didn't step over. I didn't hear a boop, but that should be fine. Okay. Yeah, we did it. That was the confirmation dialogue. So we're all about done with the game now. Just go in here, and now we have the final conversation. I think this is actually about record pace. I hate using that word because I'm like one of 2 people that have ever done an RDA run. Okay, top text, big text, big text, big text, big text, only text. We did it. Okay.
GG.
That's all the execution part of the run done. The rest is like about 2 minutes of cutscenes. The rest of the run is just completely unveiled, so... Man, this was a really, really good run. I'm really happy with it. We're approaching now the core of the Toronto. Here's the true AI housing. And it has a super mega ultra def laser. Just staring at it for a little while. We have no way of beating this thing. It's actually absurd. So, it kills the party members, and then we give up. But the seed glows at the last moment. We yeet it into the core, and it blows up. We're dead! But we're not dead. Spoilers, we're not dead. Yeah, timing stops at the end. I'm gonna say it. After the end, actually. After the end. It's gonna be a like cutscene that has the end, and then it's gonna fade away, and then it's gonna change to back to the main menu. I'm gonna, of course, call time. But yeah, let's just get shoutouts done now. Thank you. I mean, first of all, thank you to the Quest for Glory team for letting someone with no marathon experience like submit a completely obscure game like this. I very much appreciate the trust there. Other than that, like thanks for everyone that supported really over this last month. Has been a lot of fun grinding this game. And most thanks of all to Shadax, my absolute hero. This guy spent like 10 hours or something absurd learning how to run this game just so he could provide backup commentary. Absolute hero, dude.
You're welcome. Thank you very much. I'm very happy for you.
Okay, we're almost done now. So here's the end coming up, and then after this, and time.
GG. Nice run. Very nice.
And that actually is a PB by 10 seconds.
Crazy.
Damn, dude, sub 2 and wow, I didn't expect to get a sub 2 at all. This had terrible RNG too on the Beastmaster. I had to reset that fight once. That was a 2-minute loss.
Oh yeah.
This would have been like a 156 or even 155 without this. That's crazy. Thank you so much for all the G's. And I don't know, that's all for me, I guess. Thank you so much for watching. Yeah.